is up, everybody? Today we have got how EA should progress the cards overall. But right before we get into the video, I just want to say I threw these cards pretty quick and I missed a couple promos. Don't judge, they're really bad cards. So just don't judge. They're very bad. Don't even you can say those jokes, "Oh, EA should hire you." Ha ha ha. They're very bad cards. And I missed a couple promos. Like, I just tried to do mostly the main ones, kind of. And then, as you guys can see on the Super Bowl, I want to say the Super Bowl MVP one. I think it's Super Bowl MVP. I messed it up. No, NFL Draft. NFL Draft. I couldn't find an NFL Draft little logo like the Jets on the bottom right. So I did the WWE draft thing. I'm sorry about that. And I kind of forgot about the NFL draft until I finished, like right a little bit ago. I had to throw it together real quick. So yeah. So here we go. We're going to start off. I think the game should start out with 79s and below. So like the highest cards are going to be 79s. Like Saquon Barkley 79, Lamar Jackson, like, something like that. So yeah, I just took a card from EA. I meant to take 79, but it doesn't matter. Then, the next one, I think once you get into the game, like the Fire Up promo, but welcome, the Masters in 80. Yeah, you can see these cards are absolutely disgusting looking, but like they're 80 overalls. Boom, is the Grand Master, so if you get like you have to like complete it, something to get an 80. That's not bad. Also, I didn't have Evo cards, so that kind of hurt. So it's like a welcome promo, like Fire Up, but you start with an 80 as the best card for the first 2 days. Then the next promo, Kickoff. I think the Grand Master, like the Masters, should only be 82. Already it's probably going to be like an 88, which I think is way too high, because later in the year it's going to kill it. So 82, nice and slow, smaller overall, but can last. Boom. So next promo, yeah, these cards do not look good at all. Next one, top 100. If they do another top 100, I just assumed Patrick Mahomes might be number one. I kind of just threw it together. A top 100 Masters. I think they do have 84s now, but there's also some 86s. But I think an 84 would be a good fit for sure. So yeah, I think an 84 wouldn't be too bad. Like a month into the game. Well, yeah, a month and a half into the game. So the game's still alive, so it's not dead when you already have like 90s or 89s out, which is pretty annoying. Next promo, most feared. I think the most feared Master should be an 86. Only because last year we had 90s. And 90s probably like 2-3 months. I think 2 to 3 months in the game is pretty, you know what I mean? It's just way too much, for sure. Boom, you get like an 86, most feared Master. I just said Ray Lewis because he was last year, and I liked Ray Lewis as well. So next one, I think Thanksgiving should be an 88. Last year, I think we had 93s or 92s. I want to say they were 92s. Just 92s almost around Christmas is pretty crazy, my opinion. Boom, I just put Calvin Johnson. I couldn't find a Barry Sanders PNG, so I just threw Calvin Johnson in there. Boom. Yeah, this card was scuffed. There was no, like, really good picture of Calvin Johnson. I could probably find a better one. Actually, I'm thinking about making a little Thanksgiving card art later when Thanksgiving come out, how I think they should do it. But next Master, boom, I forgot to put the diamond card, my bad, but it is a 90 overall. At Christmas, I feel like that would be pretty cool. Around the Christmas Masters, you have 90s. So, like, your team get better and Christmas would be nice. I know the presents wouldn't be amazing, but still, you get like 90 Masters, which wouldn't be too bad. Instead of having, I think they had 93s, I think. 93s. I missed Black Friday, I'm sorry. I probably would have been like an 89 or 88, something like that. 89 Evo or something like that. Boom, Christmas Master. That's what I would have done for Christmas, like a 90. But then, boom, 92s in playoffs. This is like February, 92s. I don't know if they did playoffs, but Christmas they were like 93s. So 92, I feel like the game would still be like nice and fresh. I know the background, I got very bored. I put Russell Wilson because why not? And boom, I think this wouldn't be too bad. Because, you know, if you get a 92, you get a longer, like, thing. Instead of having a 95s like they did in the future, 95s, 94s, whatever they did, 95s, and then you only go up to 100, and, like, hundreds comes around May. Well, yeah, May pretty much. And then the game just gets all boring. Next promo, though. Well, next thing, Pro Bowl. I just did a 1 overall better, higher, because, you know, it's probably like in the late January, I want to say. I think it's January. I hope it is. Boom. Just a little thing. These cards got a lot shorter. Later, 93 going into a February wouldn't be too bad. Then the next one, 94 Super Bowl Masters, I feel like wouldn't be too bad. This card was very bad. I'm sorry. I made this card really bad. But, boom. 94, this, like, late in the year wouldn't be too bad. Instead of having 97s and a 98, which is pretty ridiculous, because then you just need to, like, I think it was the first 100, I think it was before April, so it might have been in March. Maybe it was like Easter. It was something like that. Somewhere around there where they hit their first 100s, which is pretty crazy to think about that. Boom, Super Bowl MVP, I think should be 95. I forgot about NFL honors. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I already mentioned that. I forgot about NFL honors. My bad. So you have like Super Bowl MVP as a 95 instead of a 98, which is pretty crazy. Have a 98 already that early. I know the season's ended and stuff, but still. I'm just not a fan of it. Then the next one, Easter. I think 96 on Easter. That's in April. I don't know who that was. In April, which wouldn't be too far. You know what I mean? Like, April wasn't too bad. Instead of having 100s, you have a 96. Which, so the game's still alive. Instead of just next promo NFL draft. As you guys can see, NFL draft 97 for, like, the number 1 pick. As you guys can see, it's the WWE draft. I'm sorry. Boom, but like a 97, instead of having 100, so people are already getting 100s on their team, which is pretty crazy. The next event should be 4th of July. I didn't have anything for May and June. They probably would have been like 98, 99, somewhere in there. Then 4th of July, we should be 100s around July. So you have like a month and a half to get 100s. And the game wouldn't be dead at like the last week of the game because most people won't have a full 100 team yet. Boom, as you guys can see, I had to put DK Metcalf in. I just put spread just so I could use up a spread. 4th of July promo. I think this card wasn't too bad. I took a college card, yeah. And I did forget about like the Combine. All the kind of the bigger promos, but I just forgot about it when I was making them. NFL draft, though, came to my mind. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going to be it for today's video. Yeah, there you go, boom. Boom, that was going to be the old thumbnail, and then we changed it to this one. That's pretty much what's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and peace.